everybody. Good morning. How are you? I'm on my second cup of coffee, and it's time to do another react to Asweetmadness. So I posted a video yesterday. My goodness, the more I find out about this, about Willow Shirley, the more I'm just shaking my head. Before I begin my react, though, I would like to start out this react with an apology. Because Willow Shirley identifies as non binary. I have been referring to Willow Shirley as she, when in fact it is they, them. For any offense that I've committed to Willow Shirley or anyone who identifies as non binary, I apologize. My brain is just so used to using the terms he or she, and they, them, I normally associate with more than one individual. I will strive to do better and refer to Willow Shirley by they, them. So apologies for anyone I might have offended, including Willow Shirley. I will respect the fact that they, them is non-binary. So there's a lot of stuff to go over on Twitter. I've been keeping up with Chantal. She's not doing much, y'all. I'm keeping a close eye on it, but so she came back to Kuwait and she did a nonsense weigh-in video. She faked her weigh-in, of course. Then she did the grocery haul. Like it's stuff that we've seen before. It's non-tent, and she knows it's non-tent, but she doesn't care. So don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on Foodie Beauty, but I made a promise to everybody, including myself. If she's not doing anything interesting, then I'm out. I would rather cover lots of other people, including Asweetmadness. I've got other cows lined up. I just got to do my homework. You know, I like to research people before I react to them. I want to make sure that there is no serious mental illness there, that there is no heavy party favors, or that the person will be doing party favors on camera. I don't think that would be good content. That might be triggering for some people. So like everybody that I show here on my channel, I want to be responsible and just basically just preview the content before I show it to all of you. So there is some stuff on Twitter to go over. I want to show it to you. And then I made a playlist of different clips from Willow Shirley. For those who might be wondering why all the clips are different when I cover Willow Shirley, she is basically on TikTok. She does have a YouTube channel, but she doesn't really do anything on YouTube. And a lot of her TikTok clips are very, very short. So what I do is I will look to find clips that kind of work together, that they all relate to each other, and then show them all into a react video. Okay, so let's go on the Bird app and see what's going on there. First, let me make sure that I am where I need to be. Okay, and a lot of you have said you really enjoy me reacting to Willow. And I enjoy it too. I'm enjoying it more than reacting to Chantal, because I'm not doing the mind-numbing content anymore. How many weigh-ins has she done? How many grocery hauls? How many? What is there to talk about? I will talk about something when there's something to talk about. If there's nothing to talk about, I'm leaving it alone. There's far too many cows in the pasture to be standing around a cow that has no milk. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. So we are now on the Bird app. And now it's time for keeping up with the news on the Bird app. Okay, let's do some catching up. Although I'm getting a little Wi-Fi signal on my StreamYard. I hate when it does that. That means it's having trouble connecting. The weather isn't bad here. It's just a little bit chilly. I don't know why it's doing that. So apologies if things are kind of weird, but we're going to press on. We are definitely going to press on. Come on. Says the connection's fairly good. Okay, that's good. Why am I getting that signal then? Stop it. You're making me nervous. StreamYard, what do I pay you for? Quit that. All right, so let's start here with Jane Ray saying someone put a camera on their cat's collar. Tell me why this cat does nothing but actively search for other cats to beef with. Well, cats can be very territorial and they don't like other cats in their space. They don't like to share space. And this is why when I heard that Willow Shirley, they had cats, 7 of them in the house, plus 2 dogs. I can't imagine that house is that big. I would think there is not enough space for all of those cats to feel like they each have enough space. But that's why cats go after other cats, because they get territorial. I can confirm because I have had cats since I was 18 years old, and a lot of them do get territorial, especially if you are their human. They don't want any other cat getting near you because they've already claimed you. The feeling is, this hill is mine. Don't step on it. It belongs to me. And they'll do that with you. They'll do that with your home. If it's their territory, they want other cats to know, hey, I've already claimed this. If you need to claim something, you need to get walking. So that's why they do that. Okay, this is from Inez Ozen. I had to save this clip and show it to you guys because look at this. Now, I've heard of dog houses outside, but this is insane. I mean, I give big props to these people for loving their dog so much, but this is on another level. They built their dog an entire house, complete with bed and TV and window. This is crazy. I mean, you got to give it up to the devotion, but I just never, and a fireplace. Oh my God. That is nuts. How do you even do that? And this is courtesy of the TikTok account, SAG. Is it SAG? I can't really see because the type is so small, but this is courtesy of a TikTok account. So full credit to this individual or this couple, but just look, this puppers has an entire house all to itself. And it's pretty nice too. Got it. Good job, pups. Good job. All right. I like this from Judge Judy. And I like the meme. And that's why I saved it. And it can be applied to Willow Shirley. It can easily be applied to her. The meme is, if you don't heal what hurt you, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. So true. Because sometimes bleeding on other people too much, and it can be too much for those other people. You're hurting and they want to help you, but they don't know how. They may or may not be able to help you. Or if they can help you, perhaps they can help you to a certain degree, but after that, you're on your own. And it really isn't good to walk around broken and sad anyway. You know, everybody in this world, we all want to be happy. We all deserve to be happy. Some of us just have a hard time knowing what happiness is. We know how to cry before we know how to laugh. We can count on one hand how many smiles we've ever had in our faces. So if you're somebody and you've been hurt by another person, a situation, trauma, and you are hurting and your heart is hemorrhaging emotion, try to help yourself. Try to heal. Even just a little bit is better than nothing. The difference it'll make you feel when you heal just a little will make you want to heal a lot more. So thank you for posting this, Judge Judy. I think it's a message that everybody needs to read and understand. If you don't heal what hurts you, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. Okay, this is funny from Why You Should Have a Cat. You know, cats love to get underneath blankets. They love warm places. I know that Booger, when I take a nap or I go to bed, she gets underneath the covers with me. Cats just feel safe covered up. It's their instinct to get into small, covered, warm places and stay there. They feel protected there. They like boxes for the same reason. In a box, they are surrounded on all sides, and they don't have to worry about being attacked by enemies. So he's just piling clothes on top of this poor kitty. But the kitty's like, I'm okay with this. I'm not moving. I'm nice and warm. No complaints. You can sit here and stack things on top of me all day long. I don't care. You're just making me warmer. Thanks, human. You're doing your job up there. You know, you're just doing your job up there. Good job. Bring me cat food later. Nature is Amazing posted this. I believe this is a lynx. In Russia, all animals are friendship. Can you imagine walking outside your house and seeing a lynx on your car? Like, what do? Do you walk up and pet it like a big kitty? You gotta be careful though, because remember, these are wild animals. But listen to the way they purr. Ooh, love the motor. But that would be awesome yet terrifying. Walk outside your house and see a lynx just sitting on top of your car like it's no big deal. I wouldn't know what to do. I certainly wouldn't want to make the animal angry. And he's a beautiful animal, so I'd be like, I don't know. I got to go somewhere, but I don't want to hurt you. Okay, failure to lunch says when Foodie Beauty promises she will start eating better, but then she posts this. That's funny. Yeah, so that screenshot behind the gentleman, the cheesy beef pasta, bake, and show and tell, that was from the live she did. So she did a live where basically it was a mukbang live. She had a huge platter of food, not a plate, an actual platter, that china platter that she has, and she filled it full of food, pasta shells, and she sat there just talking to people about nothing and eating a meal. I'm telling y'all, I'm no. I have no morbid interest in watching her making herself bedbound. I have no interest in going to her channel knowing that it is a fetish channel for people who have an interest in food. In layman's terms, I have no interest in watching an addict getting high. And that's exactly what Foodie is doing. Not only is she getting high, but she is recruiting people to fund her getting high. I mean, y'all are familiar with the site GoFundMe, correct? You know what? That's for people that they're going through emergency situations and maybe they just need some extra help from others and they don't have friends or family or to go to. What Chantal's doing with her channel is turning it into a GoFundMe type situation, an ongoing GoFundMe type situation. She should just change the name of her channel to Go Feed Me. GoFeedMe.com. Gets in front of people. Says, hi, feedy people. I'm here. Look, I like to eat lots of food. Send me super chats. Contact me on Instagram. I'll do content for you. I'm not a fetish person, so I have no interest in her channel. Like I said, if she does something spicy, I'll cover it. But something of note about that. Excuse me for just a second. Something of note that everybody should be made aware of. So let's think back a little bit to when Chantal got her strike. That was right before she left to go home to Canada. So she got a 7-day strike. That is still on her channel. And the way that YouTube works, it takes 90 days for any and all strikes to fall off. So Chantal is going to be on her best behavior for the next few months, waiting for the strikes to fall off. So if anybody out there is waiting for some spicy behavior, it's not going to happen for quite a while. I believe she's going to be on her best behavior. If she gets a second strike, she's going to be out for 2 weeks. That will bury her channel. So she's going to be on her absolute best behavior, walking the line. She doesn't want that second strike, because a second strike could turn to 3, and 3 can turn into she doesn't have a channel at all. So those that are waiting around for Chantal to get spicy, get an attitude, you may see a little bit, but you're not going to see a full-on meltdown because she's got a strike on her channel. So she's got to be a good girl to a certain degree. But as far as her promises, did I believe her? No. Listen, as somebody that I've had BED, she's too far gone. She's over there fooling herself thinking, I can handle it. I can take care of it myself. If you had that power, Chantal, you would have done it long ago. But this whole issue that you have, it's way over your head. You need to give somebody else control because you have none. And I'm telling you that as someone who had the same problem. But you're going to do what you want to do. But please do me a favor, Chantal. Please do me a favor. Stop calling it a struggle. You're not struggling against it. You're not fighting against it. If anything, you're leaning into it. You're looking for those food fetish people. You're looking for those people on YouTube that will send you money through your PayPal. So you're not struggling. You're not fighting. The only thing you're fighting for is to find more of those fetish people to make more money. You do nothing but cater to them on your channel. Okay, Valentina Holloway, in the early morning light. It's a beautiful room, but I'm going to keep it real, keep it honest. It's too much. Maybe it's because of the accents on the walls and such. Just like, I think the room would have a better pop to it if there were a bit more color. Like the walls and the ceiling, there's just so much detail that the accents should have a bit more color to them. It would make the room pop more. That's just me, though. It's a beautiful room, though. I think of wedding when I see this room. But it's just, I think a bit more like some gold accents or something, like some beautiful gold. You know, Renaissance period type situation with this room would make it really pop. Oh, Florida Salt and Sass and Salty Ann. So this, I guess, was a comment under one of her videos. Sommelier says, you will get a 6-pack when cows fly. Foodie says, then the cows better start growing wings, because SoFlo says, if the cows grew wings, biatch, you'd eat them too. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Aw, from the Dalbo dog, look at this happy turtle. That's a happy turtle. Okay, from Fondue Pondu. Look, these are just screenshots from the live. Do y'all understand why I'm not covering that live? Do you get it? Like, this is what she was eating in the live. That right there. That's not even a plate, that's a platter. I don't like her eating anyway. She's gross about it. She's noisy. She's not ladylike at all. But I am, ma'am, you want to get high? Do it off camera. Don't come on camera and trigger people, please. Like, this is same old, same old. Oh, this is Scary from Butenbig, and I will confirm this. Living in Florida, we got gators. And they think that gators and crocodiles are not fast. Trust me, when they want to book it, they will book it. Look at this gator crawling over a fence. I've actually seen gators bend the bars of gates to get to the other side because they're just that strong. Yeah, but this is normal Florida behavior. It's just normal in Florida. Nature is amazing. The mother hare trying to protect her babies from a hawk. That mother hare is not playing. She goes, come here. Come here and let me hit you. You want to get my little ones? I don't think so. I gave birth to them, and it is not for you to take them away from me. You better get on out of here. I'll kick you in the head. Now, these screenshots from Queen of WTF are shocking. Look at her face. Like this. Her face, I don't know what's going on with her and her filters, but every single time she goes live, her face looks different. It never looks the same. It's like one day it's a lot more, angular. The next day it's much more round. Chantal, this is shocking. I don't know if it's due to the sodium in the food that you're eating and it's fluid retention or what, but girl, you get a grip. Get a grip. Yeah, and there she goes with a huge kitchen restock haul. Again, not much to talk about. Not covering her grocery haul. Why? It's just a bunch of fast food. She went to a co-op and got a lot of that food. She went to a food bank and got a lot of that food, which angers the crap out of me because there are people that go to food banks that don't have the income that actually need that food. And there she is being gluttonous and taking food from people that actually need it. And you, Chantal, for doing that. But I'm not going to cover that video because I would be going completely off on her. No, we're going to stick to Asweetmadness today. Yup says, great question. Care to explain? Jessica says she contradicts herself. If she was eating so poorly in Canada, falling into her bad habits, then how does she explain her weight loss? That's a wonderful question. She confessed to us that while she was in Canada, that she was basically going full hog, going to the Chinese buffet, eating all the fast food. So if you're doing all that, Chantal, how were you able to lose weight? That doesn't even make sense. But that's a great question. Oh, now this is really cool. JB Sleer says, holy calf. When a white buffalo calf is born, it is a sign that their prayers are being heard and that the promises of the prophecy are being fulfilled. To American Indians, a white buffalo calf is the most sacred living thing on earth. April 25th, a white buffalo was born. Oh, is there any way to protect it? Is there any way to protect the mother and its calf? Like, all I can think about is because a white buffalo calf is so sacred and so rare, you got to know there are people out there that might want to do it harm or just grab it up for bragging rights. Is there any way that this mother and her calf can be protected or put somewhere where they will not be harmed or poached or something? I don't know. I just worry about things like that. Mo Translate says, leaving this here before the comments get turned off and those beezers get blocked. Angela says, hey, Chantal, didn't you lie about that weight at the doctor? You were leaning on something. You admitted to it. You were actually 400 and something. So how can you weigh less now? All you've been doing is eating. And I wish you would take your health seriously, but I know it's hard for you. I hope you don't get out more while you are there. But I know summer is coming, so I don't think you will. Foodie says, no, I didn't lie. I was being sarcastic. The doctor wouldn't lie about a weigh-in. Yeah, but here's the thing, Chantal. When you were getting on the scale, where was the doctor? Where was the nurse to write down the number? They were nowhere in the room. You and Salah were just filming the footage, but the doctor and the nurse were not right there. They should be standing right there to get the number. They kind of walked out of the room and you got on the scale anyway. And we saw your shadow, ma'am. We saw your shadow. You were right next to a cabinet. You were leaning on the cabinet or taking your foot off or something. That number was not correct. Look, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Someone who actively caters to a certain crowd of people, a certain fetish of people, that they're all about her eating and gaining weight, why she would lie about gaining weight. If you're gonna go there and do that, go all the way. If she went to those people and said, yeah, I'm 500 plus pounds, they would love it. I don't know why she tries to walk in two different worlds at the same time. I don't know if it's a vanity thing, an ego thing. If she honestly thinks that she can eat whatever she wants and she won't gain weight, Chantal, if you're anybody in the world and you eat too much, you're consuming too many calories and you're not burning them off, you're going to gain weight. You do not have some magical circulatory system where you can eat whatever you want and not gain weight. You're gaining weight rapidly. Every time we see you on camera, you look bigger than before. It's quite scary. You lie about your weigh-ins at the same time you are catering to the feedies. It's stupid to think that you can eat whatever you want and not gain weight. You can't. You're eating 5,000-6,000 calories a day plus, which means you're gaining a pound plus a day every day. That's 30 plus pounds a month. And in 3 months, you gain nearly 100 pounds. I'm just doing the math for you to kind of put it in perspective for you. Like how fast you can put on another 100 pounds. If you keep going the way you're going, within the 3-month period, when you come up for your tourist visa again, you could be easily 600 pounds and bedbound. And maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to be bedbound because you think if you're bedbound, Kuwait can't kick you out. They'll be forced to keep you. Ma'am, can I just let you know, if it's your time to go, they will kick you out. If they can't send you home by plane, they'll do it by train. They'll put you on a boat. They'll make it happen. You cannot force an entire country to keep you. They are not your mom. They are not your dad. They are not your family. They're not going to coddle you. They're not going to look the other way. If you got to go, you got to go, especially if you're a tourist and you are burdened on the system. They're going to absolutely flat out refuse to let you be a burden on their system. So if you got that idea in your head, you might want to get away from it. But thank you for posting that, Mo Translates. Let's see. This person, Hannah, says, how can you help others when you can't even help yourself? Good question. Foodie says, I actually get a lot of private messages from people telling me they find comfort in my videos and appreciate me sharing my journey. The only people that find comfort in her videos are the feedy people. Yeah, they find comfort in her videos because she's satisfying their fetish. And I've heard that there are quite a few beezers in her chat that are death fats. They would be classified as death fats, that they're not healthy. But rather than get healthy and be concerned for their health, they look towards foodie, I guess, as a role model or a distraction to keep from making themselves healthy. Like they feel like, oh, like I'm not healthy, so I'm going to gravitate to a channel where this person is also unhealthy and I feel welcome here and I fit right in. Nobody should be trying to fit into that country club. It's not healthy. Work on your health. Don't avoid it. Bubbles and Marshmallow says, as supporters, what's the best way to help you not have B moments? Like if you put up fast food mukbang, should we call you out? Foodie says, if you want to, sure. You're always welcome to your opinion, and I am not completely eliminating bad food, just trying not to have B moments on it. The thing is, though, Chantal, you eat entirely too much, and those are B moments. And for those that are her supporters, she's using your support in the wrong way. Truly. She's using it to keep things going, not break the cycle. She needs help to break the cycle. She really does. It's out of her control now. It's too large of a problem. It's too complex. She can't figure it out. She's too impulsive. She has no impulse control. That's why she needs to let somebody get in the driver's seat. And she needs to ride shotgun. And she's telling this person, Bubbles, if you want to, you're always welcome to your opinion. That's a trap, Bubbles. If somebody criticizes her, they hear about it later or you get blocked. Don't trust her word. Trust me. She tells people you're welcome to your opinion. But if you give your opinion, if you try to stop her from doing something bad to herself, if she wants to do it, she'll say, I'll do what I want and block you. That's why it took her so long to reach 100K, because she blocked beezers that actually cared. Mo Translate says the max weight for this scale is 180 kg or 396. And she looks way more than that. She needs one of those hello, it's ready scales for an accurate reading. If it's not calibrated properly, she will get a wrong reading. This is like the glucose monitor with a broken screen. Yep. And she's not 347 pounds. Ain't no way. That means she's at a lower weight now than she was when she was with BB back in 2018. And anybody can go back and look at the way she looked then and the way she moved and the way she breathed. And there's a big difference. She's put on so much weight since then. She can barely move now. So it's hogwash, Chantal. But you know what I think? I think you know that we know you're lying. But you're trying the cheap tactics to rile everybody up. The thing is, nobody cares. Your health is your concern. If you want to be 599 pounds, if you want to be over 1,000 pounds, if you want to ruin your body, if your breathing wants to be bad, it only affects you. It's what you are choosing to do with yourself. You're not hurting the rest of us. You're hurting yourself. So really that the most impact that your bad health has is on you, not on us. We're used to your crap. You're lying about the same things over and over. You're trying to poke at us using the same tactics. It ain't working. That's why I'm out. It's like the weigh-in and doing the lie with the food and talking about your BD. Girl, bye. You're not struggling with your BED. You're leaning into it. You're looking for those feedy people. Stop it. I've already spoken on the issue many times. I'm not speaking on it anymore. Oh, this is Magical from C, a magical treehouse. That's lovely. Oh, this is Nature is Amazing. The sea turtle snuggles into a sea sponge and lets out a big yawn before a nap. That looks so relaxing. How do turtles sleep underwater? I'm actually kind of jealous. It looks peaceful. Okay, where are we? Okay, all right. We'll do a few more. Science Girl, the incredible view from the gates of the Hotel Villa Cipressi in Lake Como, Italy. Wow. Y'all look. Imagine staying somewhere and you walk out and there's the ocean right there. And it looks like that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Buster. Buster. We love Buster. Flashing Pondu says, I've never seen a dog react so badly to someone before. Every time he sees her, he growls at her. Do you think she ever did anything bad to him? Dogs aren't usually like this, but he hates her. More than likely, she did something to the poor dog. Or maybe it's her bad energy. It's hard to say. But whatever it was, he never forgot it. I mean, dogs are like people. Cats are like people. They don't forget stuff. They're very forgiving, but at the same time, if it's severe enough, they will not forget what you did. So whatever it is that Chantal might have done, he's never forgotten it. He's never forgiven her either. Good Buster. Good Buster. Good Buster. All right, so now we're going to move on to Asweetmadness. I know that the Twitter updates went on for a while, but I'm just trying to ease you guys into Asweetmadness because she makes people angry. She's a scammer and an e-beggar. She lies about ridiculous things, and she uses ridiculous ways to scam people. And I'm going to reveal a few of them here today. So where are we going to start first? Let me see. How about we start here? This is a very brief clip, and all of these clips are courtesy of Wendy's World, and I will be leaving a link for all the videos in the video description if you'd like to check out Wendy's World, because they've got more than just Asweetmadness on their channel. They cover many different people on TikTok and maybe even on YouTube. So let me just go ahead and let me see. Let me just get on to the, hold on. Shut up. One moment. All right. I'm just trying to get to the right one. Sorry. So sorry. Okay. Okay. So we're almost there. I promise. Okay. There's Willow. So what does this clip, what is this about? Well, it says Asweetmadness TikTok scammer can't afford all the cats, begged followers to send litter and food. If you're someone and you have a pet or many pets, and you keep running into the issue of every month or quite frequently, you can't afford the food or you can't afford the cat litter, it's time to find new homes for them. At least a great deal of them. If you have multiple pets, keep one or two if that's what you can afford and keep up with, but find homes for the rest. But here's something else I found out as far as Asweetmadness. They have a mother, that Willow's mother, the house that Willow is staying in is owned by mom. So I don't think that Willow pays rent. And as I understand it, she's on disability. I don't know how much money she gets. I'm not in her pocket. I'm not interested in that. But there's a lot of things going on with Willow that are to their advantage as far as making sure the bills are paid. From everything that I have seen on YouTube through Wendy's World, they do not have much in the way of financial responsibilities. They go to food banks, which I'm sure helps out a lot with the food. Again, getting disability, living in a house owned by the mother. I saw another video clip where her mom got her a washer. I mean, like, she's getting help everywhere from everybody, not just TikTok. And yet they are constantly going on TikTok begging for money, claiming that they need it for different things, for different bills. I don't understand why. Like what financial difficulties do they have if they don't have to pay rent and they're getting a check from disability and they are going to a food bank and they're just and making money on TikTok. And you're going to find out, y'all, one of the scams that they are doing on TikTok, and it's outrageous. But let's get into this video where she's talking about the cats. I'm sorry, they are talking about the cats and the cat litter and the cat food.
Been a busy day. Got my new Ring doorbell, got it set up. Tried to set up the...
Okay, so let me just blow this up really quick because I guess some comments are included with the video. Colleen says, why do you have so many cats if you can't afford to feed them? Asweetmadness replies with, most of the time I can. I didn't think they blow through a 35-pound bag in less than a month. Is that a 35-pound bag of cat litter or cat food? Girl, sorry, you have 7 cats. 7. And 2 dogs. The more pets you have, the more you're going to blow through the food. I don't know if Willow was talking about cat litter or cat food, if she needs both. But either way, if you need cat litter or cat food and you've got multiple pets, yeah, that the food and the litter are going to go pretty fast. Should always have more stockpiled, especially right now. There has been the thing going on for a while, a cat food shortage and a dog food shortage. It's harder to find certain brands, like canned cat food. That's harder to find anymore. And what's painful about that is that there might be cats out there that they can't eat dry food. They have to have something softer. But 7 cats, Willow, 2 dogs or 1 dog, a 35-pound bag, depending on the size of the cat, depending on how often you feed the cats, yeah, 35 pounds does not last long at all. Let's see. I guess Willow was replying on another account because the account is different underneath, saying having a lot of cats can be handy and they can help me whenever I get stressed out. You know, cats can help de-stress a person, but and that's a good thing. But you also have to make sure that you can take care of them. It's just ridiculous to have that many pets and not be able to do right by them every month. Like you're constantly running into this kind of stress. She goes on to say 1 cat was a gift. 2 were born here and the rest were rescued. Tried to find them homes, but nobody wanted them. There are organizations that will help you, Willow. There are organizations that will help you. If you make a phone call, they'll help you. They'll come out and they'll help you. If you say, hey, I got 7 cats, kittens all over the place, they will work with you. And you said the rest were rescued. How did you rescue them? Did people bring you the cats? Were you riding around the neighborhood and you saw them and brought them home? I mean, if you love animals, that's great. But love them enough to take care of them. If that means sacrificing going to the store and going without sodas or processed food, that's what you got to do. You got to choose the love over the priority of the junk you normally buy.
Bracket to hold it in place to keep it from being stolen again, and it won't work on my door. So I got to find one that I can mount to the door frame and not the door itself, because My Ring doorbell is connected to my actual
So it
home
seems like
doorbell.
there's a lot of people in Willow's chat on her channel that support Willow. There are people in her chat saying, I too am a person. I have multiple pets. So like they're like, oh yeah, we get it. I've got multiple pets too.
So that it can ring the actual indoor doorbell. It's a lot of doorbells. Anyway, but I want to thank.
Oh God. So Distant Drum says, if everyone treated fur babies as good as Willow, me and evidently youth, the shelters would be empty. She doesn't treat her animals well, though. The animals are in a house that is way too crowded, way too cluttered. She has trouble feeding them. So that is not the best environment for the pets. And the cats are running around unfixed. How is that the best environment? For the cats to be in an environment where they're not fixed and they're running around and the females are running around unfixed, going into heat every few months. If it's a male kitten or a male cat, they might be spraying everything. And trust me, that stinks. Not the best environment. So I disagree with this person.
Danielle, she sent me cat litter and the door mount. And so I'm going to have to exchange the door mount for one that fits my door, but until I find one, thank you.
So there's like this, I guess there's a video where Willow is claiming that a former friend stole her Ring doorbell. I don't know why anybody would do that. Like, what is the purpose of that? Did the friend pay for the Ring doorbell camera? Is that why she took it back? I mean, it just seems weird to me. Of all the things to steal from someone, you steal that, if it actually happened.
Very much, Danielle. You were absolutely amazing and wonderful, and I adore you immensely.
Okay, so this person, KB, says, I am having a problem trying to order on your color street. So one thing about Willow, they have different things they do to try to make money. They do tarot readings. They also sell different charms, and we're going to get into that scam and something called Color Street. I'm not really familiar with it, but Willow is someone that they have different things that they're supposedly using to make money. And yet whatever it is that they're doing, obviously it's not a good way to make money. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You know, on top of TikTok, on top of getting help from their mother and getting money from disability and help from disability and whatever else might be going on, with all these things helping Willow, it just seems like the begging continues, the scamming continues. It's out of control. And of course, this person saying, I'm trying to order from you on Color Street. And of course, Willow immediately is replying back to this person saying that they want to help them because the Color Street thing is the money thing. So, of course, Willow is going to help this person to spend money.
For everyone else, y'all are amazing too. Like, just because she sent me something doesn't make you all any less amazing. I'm grateful for everything I have on here, for all, but you all don't have to buy me anything or send me.
You know what, Willow? If you really felt that way, if you were just coming on TikTok to talk to people, just to hang out, and it wasn't about money, why charge people money for tarot readings? Why insist on money? Why use your TikTok to sell different products from different places? I mean, if you're going to be on Front Street about it, be on Front Street. Put it out there. So yeah, I'm on TikTok and I'm here to sell things and I'm here to make money. I like money. Put it out there. Be honest about it. Be honest about yourself. I hate the fact that Willow is saying, you guys don't have to send me any money. That, you know what? If that's the way you really feel, then just tell people, don't send me any money. I'm not here for that. Please, no one send me any money. You're saying the exact opposite of what you mean. You want the money. You want it. That's why you're on TikTok. I'm sure that if you couldn't make money on TikTok, you wouldn't bother with TikTok. Maybe the whole reason why you're on TikTok is the money. Because you can't pull this kind of nonsense on YouTube. You get called all the way out.
Money for me to like you. I already like you. So thank you. You're amazing. Now it's just...
I'm so grateful to have all these suckers on my channel sending me money for no apparent reason, even though I'm definitely not a nice person. And they know that, and they continue to send me money anyway. Yeah, I'm grateful for all of those gullible, dumb, vulnerable people.
Just kind of a sit and wait thing to see what happens. But at least now I have protection with the doorbell to see where it goes from there. Aside from that, I really don't have a whole lot to say. So thank you guys. You're amazing. Danielle, you are amazing. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you. Hey.
So she's doing a TikTok, and she came online basically complaining about things. And after that, after the complaining, I have nothing more to say. I just want to come on here and complain, mention about my money issues. That's all.
Hey guys, so it's been a busy day. Got my new Ring doorbell, got it set up. Tried to set up the bracket to hold it in place to keep it from being stolen again, and it won't work on my door. So I got to find one that I can mount to the door frame and not the door itself, because my Ring doorbell is connected to my actual home doorbell so that it can ring the actual indoor doorbell. It's a lot of doorbells. Anyway, but I cat litter and the door mount. I'm
not crapping on the person that sent Willow cat litter. I think that is a wonderful thing to do if you are a animal lover, excuse me, a pet person, and you see someone, they have pets and they're having trouble taking care of them, and you decide to do a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm angry at Willow for tugging on the heartstrings of the people in her audience and putting them in that position where they feel like they have to do something because she's not stepping up and doing enough. Willow, they live in a house paid for by mom. I don't know if she pays rent, but I'm sure if she does pay rent, it's not much. I just can't see mom charging much in the way of rent. So she lives in a house where she's not, like bowled over in rent. She gets all kinds of help and assistance, including free food. If you watch Willow, if you're dealing with a person that they are spending money on sodas and frappuccinos and junk food and processed food, they're not broke. She's not broke. She's just acting like she's having money issues to get more money out of people, to tug on their heartstrings. Well, you know what? After a while, people get sick of that person crying their crocodile tears.
And so I'm going to have to end one. Thank you very much, Danielle. You were absolutely amazing. and wonderful, and I adore you immensely.
Oh yeah, because of course you adore this person, Willow, because they just bought you cat litter and a Ring doorbell. So it seems like your adoration is connected to money and people buying you things.
For everyone else, y'all are amazing too. Like, just
And
because she sent me something
look here. This person, Joe Spencer, is saying, what kind of cat food do you need? So she's got people in her audience lined up to buy. I keep saying her, I'm sorry. They have people in their audience already lined up that will buy them cat food and cat litter so that they don't have to worry about it when they should worry about it. They should worry about it the most. It's their responsibility. Their pets, their responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility to take care of someone else's pets. You should never take on more than you can handle or bite off more than you can chew. Always a bad idea. Going beyond your means. But there are people in the audience already lined up to send help if help is needed.
It doesn't make you all any less amazing. I'm grateful for everything I have on here, for all the followers that I have, for the kindness that I receive. But you all don't have to buy me anything or send me money for me to like you. I already.
They don't have to, but you're constantly putting things in people's faces. You're always talking about your issues, your problems, your bills. I need money. If you don't want people to do that, then stop talking about your problems. You make people aware of your problems because you are hoping that they do care enough, they send you something. And I suspect, Willow, that you really don't need as much help as you say you do. You're a bit greedy and you want to hold on to what you have and have other people pay for things so that you don't spend as much money out of pocket.
Like you. So thank you. You're amazing. Now it's just kind of a sit and wait kind of thing to see what happens.
Okay, so that's it for that. Okay, we're going to get out of there. Let me just. Okay, and we're going to go on to the next video. So you guys just saw her dry begging for litter and food and talking about a doorbell cam. Now then, let me show you another scam that she pulled, and it had to do with AliExpress charms. Now, let me just bring it up. Dang it. No. Hold on a second. Hush. Hush, Willow. I'm looking. Okay. Why does it do that? Oh. Okay, perfect. Okay. For some reason, my mouse is just jumping around and taking me to places I don't want to go. I'm trying to keep everything in order here so you guys can follow along with me. Okay, so here is one of the scams that Willow is doing or has been doing. This video is called Asweetmadness AliExpress Charm Supplier Overcharging on Tibetan Silver. So let's blow this up. So I guess this is a company called AliExpress. So here we have a bunch of charms. You guys can see the price of those charms. So looks like you got 30 pieces charms for Halloween for 99 cents. You got skull charms. You get 10, you can get 10 of those for $1. Like that. So basically you pay almost next to nothing to get these charms. So I guess Willow, they were getting these charms, and if the charms did not have crystals on them, then she would just put some simple crystals on the charms and bump the price up to $20 per charm. Let me go ahead and play the video. Like that, they're scrolling through, like these are all the charms on AliExpress. So they would just buy the charms in bulk and then turn around on their TikTok and bump the price up by 2,000%. Like a charm that doesn't even cost $1, she would charge $20 for, just because she put a little crystal or something on it. And you know what? I do acknowledge that when you have something in your possession, no matter where you got it, once it becomes yours, whether you altered it in some way or not, you have the right to do what you want with it. It's free commerce. I just think it's kind of shady, that you're buying charms off of a company like AliExpress. You may be altering them, you may not be altering them, but taking a charm that costs you $1 and charging $20 for that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Because charms don't take that much to send through the mail. Like the postage for them is, it's not that expensive. But she's trying to get like a huge profit off of each charm. And as you can see, the charms are very, very basic. Hold on a minute. Are those tarot cards? No. I'm sorry, I got excited for this. They look like tarot cards to me. They're not. They're just little symbols. Let's keep moving. I'm sorry, I'm shopping while I'm doing the react. I can't help it. That caught my eye. I was like, ooh, shiny. But look, you can see all of these different charms. They're really, really cheap. You can buy them in bulk. And I guess in Willow's case, they can buy in bulk and then turn around and sell to people and make quite a bit of profit. So if they have figured out they can do this, they can buy in bulk, and the money that they make, like if they are selling them for $20 a charm, doing that hustle, how is it, Willow, that you don't have enough money? If you are buying charms for less than $1 a pop and you're selling them for $20, how are you having money issues? That makes no sense to me. So again, this is the site. They're showing the site for AliExpress. The charms look very simple in nature. I think that Willow, they go through the site looking for simple things that people might like and buying in bulk and then turn around and selling them for a large profit. Okay. There's all kinds of stuff here. I just want to show that to y'all. Like that, this is where Willow goes to get stuff to turn around and try to scam people with. Okay, so that's it for that. We've shown that. And let me just pull up the next video that actually goes with that, in my opinion. So, okay, let me pull this up. I'm just trying to keep things in order. So you guys saw the AliExpress charms. This one is called Asweetmadness, selling AliExpress charms for $20 a pair. TikTok scammer and beggar eat beg talk fraud. So let's watch a little bit of this.
pumpkins or jack-o'-lantern, whatever you want to call it. Witch's hat.
You know, I don't know if AliExpress does affiliate. If instead of buying the charms off of AliExpress and then turning around and marking up the product, why not just contact the company and maybe get an affiliate link and she could make money? People could go on AliExpress and buy things and go through her affiliate link, and maybe she can make money off of that way, versus straight up ripping people off by jacking up the price to like 2,000%.
And I have multiple pairs of these. Like, I can make a bunch of these. Vampire fangs. This to me is like a burial plot.
What? That looks like an anchor to me.
I mean, you can use it for whatever, but these are $20 once the crystals are at.
All of you just saw the video before this one where AliExpress, they are not charging $20 on AliExpress. They are trying to charge $20 for a charm, just for adding a simple crystal. Just adding a crystal that makes the price go way up. Oh, I'm going to glue a little crystal with some super glue on it. Therefore, it is worth $20. No, it's not. But hey, everybody's free to do free commerce. You are free to charge whatever you want if you have a product or a service. So I feel that Willow Shirley, they are just simply maxing out the value of what they think they can get for just a teeny tiny charm. I will say though, Willow, you are not a very good salesman or salesperson. I don't see any enthusiasm in you. Like, you're not hyping up what you're doing. You're not really showcasing what you're selling. Like, I'm sorry, if I had to buy a charm, I wouldn't buy from you.
Dingo. Haunted house. And I have 2 pairs of these.
I don't think Willow understands that if you're someone and you are trying to sell a product or a service, it helps if that product or service is attractive or extraordinary. A plain, simple charm, it's not eye-catching. It's not something that's going to grab a person's attention and go, I have to have that. You know, it's something you can get anywhere. Like, you can go down to your local drug mart or drugstore and get a charm that looks like that or something better. You may pay a little more. Heck, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if you went to Rite Aid or someplace like that and you're looking for a charm, it might actually cost you less to get it locally than to buy it from someone like Willow Shirley. I don't think even Rite Aid would charge you $20 for a charm. But if you're really appealing to your audience, and you really have to appeal to your audience in that aesthetics, you know, like whatever it is you're offering, it has to grab at people. That to go, wow, I want this. I want it now. Those charms do not scream that to me, Willow.
Scarecrow. Come on. Skull.
You know, Willow, wouldn't it be better served if you took the time to make something like a display case, or something where you can just put the charms up where people can see them? Like, just get a piece of cardboard or something, or something where you can hold up the display and people can see the charms clearly, so they know exactly what they're buying. Just holding one up after the other, again, it's very unprofessional. I wonder how many people bought the charms from Willow and then they found out they could get those same charms on AliExpress for $1. I'm just wondering how many people found out how much they got ripped off.
And spider without the spider web. Okay, I couldn't remember if I showed you these or not. That's cool. And I have a bunch of different bats. Like, here's one.
Okay, this is getting kind of boring. Let's move it along.
And then I have more bats. Come here.
So is this the entire video where she just holds stuff up and tries to get people to buy those things? Okay, you know what? Let's go on to the comments. Let's see. All right, I'm looking. So a couple of comments from is Smith saying, "You're good. I just saw your previous post about what they really cost. I was way off. My guess was a set of 2 being like 10 for $5 on clearance somewhere. Holy cow. She's not making anything other than slapping one of her crystals left over from that craft she does. Major markup scam with a dash of poor me, I can't sleep for sympathy." So I guess in this live, she's complaining about lack of sleep. Well, that's her problem, nobody else's. So I guess when it was posted about where she was getting these charms, people were very upset with her.
More bats.
Willow, I have a question for you. How is it that you are an individual, that you have made different avenues for making money, and yet you seem to be bad at every single one of them? How is it that you picked up a deck of tarot cards and you want to make money with the tarot, but yet you do not know how to do the tarot? That you figured out you could go on AliExpress and buy charms and sell them for an incredible markup. And still, that's not enough to cover your bills and your rent to prevent you from complaining every month. Like I've heard about different things that you're involved with. You spread yourself out with trying to find ways to get people to buy things from you and send you money, and yet you get online and you beg. Maybe you're not a good salesman, or a salesperson, I should say. Maybe sales is not for you. Maybe it's not for you at all. Oh, okay, this looks kind of boring, so we'll just get out of here. She's not doing much. She's just trying to get people to buy stuff. I think we got one last video that I want to go over. So this is going to end it all out. So Willow Shirley has money issues, always has money issues. A lot of that I feel has to do with the fact that they do not know how to manage their money. They spend their money on all the wrong things. And always coming to the viewers to get help with getting the things that they want rather than the things that they need. You know, the needs are the last in line. The want things are always first in line. So in this short video, they wanted a cabinet and they are dry begging for a cabinet. And a cabinet is not on the need list. It's on the want list. But Willow, if you are having issues with taking care of your pets, getting cat litter, getting cat food, getting food in general, I would think that the cabinet is at the back of the line. You should focus on making sure you have a steady supply of the needs met first before the wants. But let's check out the video. You guys can see for yourselves.
Excuse me.
And this is courtesy of Wendy's World as well.
Do you work here? Do you work here?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the shelf that's around the corner.
Yeah, which one?
The one with the green.
Oh yeah,
That's
sure.
$275. It says it comes with doors. Are they glass or are they solid?
They're solid.
They're solid. Okay. Do you have any cabinets kind of like that with glass doors?
Not really. Not that big.
What do you have that?
I don't think like they're gonna be more like tiny cabinets.
Because what I'm looking, I collect like pop figures and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for something because I'm out of room in the one I do have, so I'm looking for something that I can display those in, or like other.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. There's nothing wrong with window shopping. There's nothing wrong with looking around at things and figuring out prices and figuring out how much things cost. Maybe at the moment you don't have the money to buy the things that you want or you need, and you're just trying to figure out in your head, if I get money, how much do I need to get the things that I need or I want? We've all window shopped. But here is this person, Willow Shirley, focusing on a cabinet, I feel is something that they shouldn't do. Too many other pressing concerns. Herself, the pets, making sure they have enough food. You know, like they may want a cabinet. They may want a cabinet in their house to help with organizing things, but get the cat food first. Get the cat litter first. Take the cats to the vet first. Or find them homes. Don't worry about a doggone cabinet, Willow.
Stuff.
I actually saw a thing on Reddit.
Okay.
Someone collected pop figures, and what they did is they got, you know, those they're not very expensive. You can get them from order them from IKEA or Walmart, or Target even has them. But they're the cubes.
Right. It's just.
And here's a suggestion for you, Willow. Like, I know you're going to this. Is it a Home Depot? I don't know where she's going, where they are going for their cabinet. But there are lots of beautiful cabinets at, say, a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, and they will deliver for you. And the cost will be cheaper. So if you need any kind of storage space, maybe look into that. And also, there are people that give away things for free on sites like FreeCycle, and also discounted on Facebook Marketplace. These are just suggestions I'm throwing out there. But honestly, the whole cabinet idea should not even be looked at until your needs are met first and the needs of your pets, in my opinion.
I have cats.
Well, so what they did is they ordered like 5 of them. And then they stacked them all on top of each other and then filled them. And they fit perfect in those cubes. So that you would do like, I think it's 3 on top of each other to fill the cube, and then 3 and 3, and so you could get 9.
Do you know what kind of cubes they were? I love that shelf because it's beautiful, but I don't know how I'd get it to my house, even though I live right up the street.
Well, we can deliver.
Are you deliver? Okay.
Yeah, but then the problem becomes, let's just say that Willow did get the piece delivered. That's a big piece. The delivery people will drop it up, but they're not going to move it into your house and move all your stuff around. So there's another problem. If Willow, if they are lacking in mobility, who is going to move the furniture around and arrange everything? And that's going to be a concern. Once the furniture arrives, who is going to put it in the home and arrange everything on the cabinet? There's so many things to think about here.
Do you do layaway? No. Okay.
I mean, let me check Reddit real quick. Let's see if I can find that picture.
Hey guys, hold on. Sorry, I'm on live stream.
And do I think this whole thing is kind of sneaky? That she's turning on a live at the same time. I'm sorry, I said she again. Doggone it. I'm just going to have to get used to using the non-binary terms. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just not used to it. What was I saying? I forgot. But okay, I remember. So they turned on their live on purpose while they were shopping. Shopping could be done in private. Could absolutely have been done in private. You know, it's okay to be someone on TikTok or YouTube and go and shop in private without a camera rolling. I feel that Willow did this on purpose. That they want people to know what they want and what they need. And for the audience to get actively involved in getting those things for them. To be hands-on with getting those things for them. So that they don't have to spend their own money. They expect other people to spend their money on them. Like this is purposeful. This is dry begging at its finest. When the beggar puts you in a position where you feel like you have to help them, but they don't come right out and ask. They just make you feel bad. They're relying on emotion. They're relying on a sense of empathy to come through and serve their purpose. Yeah, she did this on purpose, y'all. I mean, they did this on purpose.
Do y'all leave all this stuff out here every night?
Most of it we do.
Have you had anything stolen?
No.
Surprising.
Yeah. Well, we have cameras too, so
Well,
not
true.
very far.
Yeah, true. Just right now, I have the curio cabinet I was given was gifted to me, but it only has so much room, and I was looking for something kind of like that.
No, that's actually this is a really cool idea. They got kind of like those prefab bookcases,
Right.
and just did that.
Well, I'm looking for something with doors because to keep my cats from climbing in it and knocking stuff off, because my cats are assholes.
Yeah.
And also, I want like that one would have been perfect, like one of the shelves to do my I'm Wiccan, so to do my altar on.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And because they're knocking off my candles.
And there's something else to think about. So Willow just said that they have cats and they are hoping to make the cabinet area into kind of an altar. I think that's actually kind of a creative idea. But the things that might be in the area where the cabinet is going to be, if it ever does get bought, where is that stuff going to go? If the house is already super crowded and cluttered, where is the stuff that's in that area going to go? That's another question that has to be answered.
And my stones and everything. So if I could find a way to make doors on the cabinets I have, I love the cabinets I have. But they're square, and so I'd have to do something all the way around.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
I don't have any. I have cabinets with doors, but I don't think they're going to be what you need.
Okay. I'm going to come back up here one day when I'm not got hot food and stuff like that, and not on live stream. But I saw that cabinet and I wondered like if the doors were if they were enclosed or if they were see-through.
They're enclosed.
Okay. All right.
And they're more sliding in the sense like.
I saw the
rail.
The railing at the bottom, so I kind of got an idea.
I don't think it would be what you want.
Okay. Awesome.
I think it would work for great storage, like if you didn't want to look at them, but they're not going to be really good this way. You got all those ordered glass for those,
right?
That's expensive.
Well, I also do like makeup and stuff, and I'd like to put like my makeup and stuff in.
Okay, so what do the comments say to this video? Terry James says, talking about Willow Shirley, saying she also lies about her rent, not having it every month, but it's owned by her mother. She gets every kind of assistance known without doing crap for it, but still begging for more. Yeah, that's what I've gathered so far about Willow Shirley. Like she's getting assistance in all different kinds of programs and for some reason needs more. From what I have seen, they don't need more help. The only help that I think they need is to help themselves versus relying too much on other people to be there to give them extra. Avery Shenandoah says, they crack me up when they dry beg and keep looking down to see if anyone is offering. Well, that's a sign of a dry beggar. The duper's delight, they call it. Yeah, Foodie Beauty's bad about the duper's delight. Smirk. Terry says they can't pay her bills and she wants this. Yep, wishful thinking. Amarito says, why is she bothering this employee? Clearly has no intent to buy. She could have done her research herself on Google. That's true. And like I mentioned, if you need something for extra storage, there are all kinds of options. You can go to Goodwill. You can go to Salvation Army. You can get creative. If you need storage space, making a cabinet or making like a bookshelf or something out of milk cartons, like the plastic milk cartons. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to do it. If you've got a lot of stuff and you say to yourself, I want to get organized, I want things to look neater, you got to think outside the box sometimes. It's okay to do that. Nobody's going to judge you. It's your house. But they are looking at a cabinet that would require delivery. But once the cabinet is delivered, the people that delivered are not going to put it in their home and move all the stuff out of the way. So, like, if you're serious about wanting a cabinet, you got to think about where it's going to go and what's going to be on it and the stuff that's in that area. Where is it going to go? I mean, there's just all that stuff to consider besides the price. Zero Regrets says they keep complaining about bills, but collect stuff, has cable. Ma'am, just stop. Get a job. No one owes you anything but your mama. Look at the state of that face with a mask. That is insane. She has to be 600 pounds. I don't know if Willow is 600. That is not normal. No husband, no children. This one should be out working or working from home and not begging on the internet. I actually agree with you, Zero Regrets. There is so much that Willow could be doing that they are not doing. It seems that their only intent is to be on TikTok and beg and beg and beg and be mean to people. You would think that someone who wants stuff from other people would be nicer, but they aren't. And that's why I'm covering Asweetmadness, because she's an entire trip without the luggage. She is an entire trip. They are an entire trip without the luggage. So that's it for this video. I think I'll cut it off here. I really think that I'll cut it off here. It's long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you get to see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.